Vincent van Gogh and mental health. Vincent van Gogh's life was marked by a complex interplay between his artistic genius and persistent challenges to his mental health. Examining this intrinsic relationship allows us to discern how Van Gogh's emotional highs and lows manifested in his art, providing a unique and poignant insight into the artist's mind. Van Gogh's mental health. Vincent van Gogh faced a series of mental health challenges throughout his life. From episodes of severe depression to instances of extreme emotional instability, his journey was characterized by intense highs and lows. Speculation about possible conditions such as bipolar disorder and schizophrenia permeates retrospective analyses of his life. But the absence of a formal diagnosis makes understanding his mental health a challenging task. The relationship between mental health and art. Van Gogh's art cannot be dissociated from his mental health. His works often reflect not only the visual observation of the world around him, but also his intense emotional experiences. The expressiveness and emotional intensity in his brushstrokes can be interpreted as a direct response to the internal turmoil he experienced. Thus, his art becomes a means of channeling and communicating the complexities of his psyche. The evolution of Van Gogh's works often mirrors the highs and lows of his mental health. During periods of emotional stability, his palettes were softer, with pastel tones and more realistic representations. However, in moments of turmoil, vibrant colors and bold brushstrokes characterized his creations. The famous Starry Night and Wheat Field with Crows are clear examples of how his tumultuous emotions translated into a visual explosion of colors and movement. Van Gogh self-portraits. A significant part of his body of work are visual testimonies to his emotional journey. The series of self-portraits, ranging from introspective to exuberant expressions, provides a direct view of his emotional oscillations. The frequent use of this form of representation reveals not only his self-reflection, but also the quest for authenticity and self-expression. Van Gogh used painting as a form of emotional catharsis, a way to release and give shape to his internal emotions. Expressive brushstrokes and vigorous application of paint were not just artistic techniques. They were vehicles to channel his struggles and triumphs. Each work became a means of externalizing what was beyond words, a tangible expression of the whirlwind of feelings permeating his mind. First period and the quest for Saren. During his time in RLS, Van Gogh sought refuge and emotional stability. His depictions of lush nature, as seen in Sunflowers and Bedroom in RLS, reflect an attempt to find peace and harmony. However, even in these more vibrant works, underlying tension can be detected, suggesting that the pursuit of serenity was constantly challenged by his own emotional condition. He unpacked on the narrative of his landscapes. Van Gogh's landscapes were not simple visual representations, but emotional narratives of his relationship with the world. His interpretations of everyday scene, such as wheat fields and nightcap, capture not only the visual appearance, but also the unique emotional atmosphere he perceived. These landscapes became visual metaphors for his own journey, full of beauty and challenges. Van Gogh's art was a continuous quest for understanding, both of himself and the world around him. Each work represented an emotional dialogue with himself and an attempt to transcend the limitations of his mental condition. Art for him was a means of communicating the inexpressible, and in doing so, finding a kind of healing and understanding. Van Gogh's legacy and awareness of mental health. Van Gogh's legacy goes beyond his brushstrokes and colors. It resonates in the contemporary conversation about mental health. His life and work highlight the complex interconnection between creativity and mental health, encouraging a deeper appreciation of the struggles faced by exceptionally gifted individuals. The growing awareness of mental health in modern society can, in part, be attributed to narratives like Van Gogh's, challenging stigmas and providing space for empathetic understanding of emotional complexities. In conclusion, Vincent van Gogh's art is more than an aesthetic expression. It is an emotional narrative that transcends time. His genius and struggles are intrinsically intertwined in each brushstroke, forming a lasting testimony to the intersection of art, emotion, and mental health. Understanding this connection not only enriches our appreciation of his work, but also underscores the importance of approaching mental health with empathy and understanding. In his uniqueness, Van Gogh continues to remind us of the beauty and complexity of the human mind. The legacy of Van Gogh in contemporary art. Vincent van Gogh's influence on contemporary art is as profound as his vibrant color palette. After his death in 1890, Van Gogh emerged as a cultural icon and a seminal figure in art history. His work, often misunderstood during his lifetime, resonated with subsequent artistic movements and continues to shape the aesthetics and inspiration of contemporary artists. Van Gogh was a pioneer in emotional artistic expression. His unique approach with bold brushstrokes and vibrant colors transcended the conventions of his time, signaling a departure from academic rigidity. In contemporary times, artists seek this kind of visceral expression to convey deep emotions and establish a more direct connection with the audience. The rich emotional narrative present in Van Gogh's works echoes in contemporary art, where artists explore the expression of their own inner journeys. Van Gogh's sensitive approach to his emotional struggles and triumphs has encouraged a greater openness about mental health in contemporary art, providing a platform to explore the complexity of the human psyche. Van Gogh's distinctive style, characterized by visible brushstrokes and expressive movements, has inspired a generation of contemporary artists. Appreciation for texture and movement in painting has become a prominent feature in various art forms, including painting, sculpture, and even contemporary photography. Iconic images of sunflowers, starry nights, and wheat fields created by Van Gogh have become embedded elements in the visual language of contemporary art. This iconography not only evokes Van Gogh's mastery, but also serves as a rich source of inspiration and reinvention for artists exploring universal themes with a contemporary approach. Often considered a precursor to Expressionism, Van Gogh influenced abstract artistic movements of the 20th century and continues to shape the contemporary approach to emotional abstraction. His ability to convey deep emotions through colors and forms has influenced abstract artists seeking to capture the emotional essence of the human experience. Van Gogh's innovative technique of applying thick and visible layers of paint has inspired the adoption of this practice in contemporary art. Artists explore the texture and dimensionality of paint, valuing not only the visual result, but also the artistic process itself. Van Gogh was a pioneer in visually exploring psychological and emotional themes. This approach influenced contemporary artists to delve into deeper issues such as identity, memory, and trauma, using art as a means of expression and healing. His influence extends beyond painting. In contemporary photography, artists seek to capture the emotional essence of their compositions in a manner similar to Van Gogh's brushstrokes. Attention to light, color, and visual emotion pays homage to the mastery of the Dutch painter. Global exhibitions of Van Gogh's works have brought his art to an international audience, further expanding his impact on contemporary art. Accessibility through reproductions, traveling exhibitions, and online platforms has allowed a variety of contemporary artists to immerse themselves in his legacy. While the myth of the tormented artist has been associated with Van Gogh, his influence on contemporary art goes beyond this stereotype. Modern artists deconstruct the romantic narrative and explore a broader range of human experiences, incorporating emotional complexities without necessarily adopting the idea that suffering is a necessary condition for significant artistic production. The posthumous impact of Van Gogh on contemporary art is a testament to his avant-garde vision and his ability to transcend the limitations of his time. His influence is not only stylistic, but also emotional and conceptual, shaping how contemporary artists approach expression, narrative, and the very nature of artistic creation. In a world where art is a universal language, Van Gogh remains one of the great masters whose legacy continues to inspire and transform the contemporary artistic landscape. Exploring lesser-known works, Vincent van Gogh, renowned for his impactful masterpieces and distinctive style, possesses a treasure trove of lesser-known creations, often overshadowed by his more celebrated painting. These works, though less highlighted, offer a fascinating glimpse into the artistic and emotional evolution of the Dutch master. Depicting the vibrant atmosphere of the Montmartre Fair in Paris, this piece reflects the period when Van Gogh explored the city's effervescence. With vivid brushstrokes and a rich color palette, the painting captures the energy of the fair, showcasing the artist's transition to a brighter style during his stay in the French capital. From On the Beach at Les Saintes-Maries de la Mer, 1880, Van Gogh spent a significant period in the Les Saintes-Maries de la Mer region, producing several lesser-known works. Fisherman on the Beach stands out for its emotive portrayal of fishermen in the sea, revealing the artist's passion for capturing not only landscapes but also human life in harmony with nature. In contrast to the famous Café at Night, this lesser-recognized work captures the intimate atmosphere inside a cafe. Van Gogh uses warm tones and shadows to create a cozy scene. The painting offers a quieter and introspective view of the nighttime setting, revealing the artist's versatility in depicting different emotional nuances. Van Gogh had a remarkable ability to transform everyday objects into visually captivating compositions. This still life, depicting socks and shoes, demonstrates his capacity to infuse meaning and emotion into seemingly simple elements. The contrast of textures and colors reveals a keen artistic sensitivity. While Van Gogh's sunflowers are globally famous, his representations of flowering trees are less highlighted. Flowering plum tree exhibits an uncommon delicacy in his work, revealing a softer color palette and a poetic approach to nature that diverges from the emotional intensity of some of his better-known paintings. Van Gogh created several representations of the Arlesian woman, but this particular one, often overshadowed by the sunflowers, displays a unique approach. The woman is portrayed with an enigmatic aura, highlighting Van Gogh's ability to convey not only the physical appearance, but also the underlying personality of his models. Van Gogh produced lesser-known portraits, such as that of Dr. Felix Ray, who was a doctor in Orels. The work reflects Van Gogh's admiration for healthcare professionals and his attempt to express gratitude for their assistance during one of his mental health episodes. The portrait shows a more respectful and less exuberant approach compared to some of his more intense self-portraits. By exploring these lesser-known works, we unveil additional layers of Van Gogh's genius. Each canvas, though less celebrated, contributes to the richness of the Dutch master's artistic narrative. These works, often overshadowed by the more famous ones, offer a unique perspective on the evolution of his style, his exploration of different themes, and his relentless pursuit of innovation. Van Gogh, once again, reveals himself as a multifaceted artist whose legacy extends beyond the works that immortalized his name. Conclusion. Vincent van Gogh's life, work, and art form a unique symphony where vibrant brushstrokes intertwine with the complexities of the human soul. Van Gogh, an unparalleled master, transcends the status of a mere painter to become an icon whose impact resonates through the centuries. As we contemplate his journey, creations, and the legacy he left behind, we are invited to immerse ourselves in a universe where the palette of colors merges with emotional nuances, generating a narrative that transcends simple artistic appreciation. Van Gogh's life was a tumultuous journey marked by personal challenges and an incessant search for meaning. From his childhood, facing financial and emotional difficulties, to his maturity, grappling with mental health issues, Van Gogh led a life marked by his initial foray into religion, his complex relationship with family, and the relentless pursuit of a deeper purpose shaped the circumstances that gave rise to his art. Van Gogh did not merely paint landscapes and portraits. He painted emotions. His vibrant palette and expressive brushstrokes were not just artistic techniques, but a means of expressing the intensity of his own emotions. Each work is an open letter to the viewer, a window into the turbulent soul of the artist. From radiant sunflowers to starry nights, each canvas is a chapter in Van Gogh's emotional saga. Throughout his career, Van Gogh underwent various stylistic phases. From his early dark and realistic works to his final moments, where emotional intensity reached its peak, the artist underwent a remarkable transformation. His periods in Paris, Arles, and Auvers-sur-Oise witnessed an incessant exploration of new techniques, colors, and approaches, revealing a creative restlessness that propelled him beyond the artistic conventions of his time. Van Gogh's mental health is often intertwined with his popular image, reinforcing the stigma around the relationship between genius and emotional instability. However, addressing his mental health requires careful analysis. His episodes of instability were not just dark phases. They were internal battles that found expression in his art. His vulnerability adds a layer of understanding to the depth of his creation. Van Gogh's influence did not fade with his premature death in 1890. On the contrary, his legacy has grown over time, elevating him to the status of an icon. His works are now cultural treasures, admired in museums worldwide. Furthermore, Van Gogh's aesthetics resonate in later artistic movements, and his emotional approach to art inspires contemporary artists to explore the depths of their own creative expression. The life, work, and art of Vincent van Gogh converge to form a fascinating kaleidoscope of colors, emotions, and reflections. His journey, permeated by challenges, reveals extraordinary resilience and unwavering devotion to his passion. His work, a testament to human complexity, transcends the limitations of a single interpretation. Van Gogh was not just a painter. He was a storyteller, a visual philosopher who translated human experiences into brushstrokes and pigments. As we contemplate Van Gogh, we are confronted not only with a talented artist, but with a human being immersed in the depths of life. His art is a timeless conversation that continues to resonate with each observer. In his relentless pursuit of truth, beauty, and the sublime, Van Gogh leaves us an eternal legacy that goes beyond art galleries. He reminds us of the transformative power of art, the complexity of the human condition, and, above all, the irresistible quest for authentic expression. Van Gogh, in his genius and vulnerability, continues to illuminate the path to a deeper understanding and appreciation of the enduring power of art. And so, we dive together into the fascinating universe of Van Gogh, exploring the contours of genius that shape post-impressionism. If you too were captivated by this journey, I invite you to become part of this passionate art community. Subscribe to the channel to not miss upcoming artistic explorations. Leave a like if this journey was inspiring, share with friends who love art, and of course, comment below sharing your own impressions and suggestions for future videos. Together, let's continue unveiling the vast world of creativity. Until next time, and thank you for being part of this artistic journey with me.
Art.